The hell's going on? My computer took a dump. Right when I started the reading, I heard my music kind of cutting in and out, and then all of a sudden I was just like, frozen on screen. Swati, I hope you make it back. I just realized also, I think my last stream just came up as, I think I restarted it and it like defaulted to Aquarius or something like that. So, yep, there it is right there, Hanging with Aquarius. It's not Aquarius. Let's freaking edit that, dude. It's not Aquarius. It's not even correct. YouTube Studio. Didn't even have my picture on there. Dude, do you know how much work this is to just do this shit? It's a lot of stuff. How do I even get to my videos? Content? And then I gotta find this thing? What the hell is going on here? Oh, live? I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, so I'm live there. Let's change this. This doesn't even make sense. Taurus. Add a thumbnail. Then we're going to go to Documents. I put a pillowcase over this new light I got because I'm waiting for my diffuser to come in. And I'm like, I don't know if I smell incense or if my house is going to be on fire in a second. We'll find out. Okay, Documents. What the fuck is this stuff? There we go. There we go. Yay, we did it. Save. Alright, well anyway, this is Street Level Spirituality. Hanging with Taurus, Part 2. I was just getting to the reading. I lost my only viewer. And then I go to my channel. Oh, and I'm live. But that video still has the old thumbnail on it, dude. What's going on with that, dude? Well, it says Hanging with Taurus at least. Anyway, well, if you're watching along, thanks for joining me. It appears that I've done all the things correctly, and hopefully this doesn't take a shit on me. Getting prepared here. I moved the camera or the window by where the camera is, so when I'm looking on the screen, it still looks like I'm kind of looking at you a little bit, but just down. I'm trying to get the camera to like look like it's, I don't know, dude. I'm doing my best here. I don't know, dude. I'm trying really hard here. Am I doing okay? Okay, pictures. Yay. Alright, well maybe my Taurus friend will come back. Okay, so we're about to get into the reading, and then I just took a big dump. My computer did. Okay, so Taurus. Earlier we pulled the Edgar Cayce card. It was this guy here. That the soul of each should be a companion with of the creative forces is the purpose of each entity, each soul. So we were just talking about how understanding the creative process, you know, the intention, incubation, and fruition, and how that involves working with other people and dynamics, and how to be clear about our intentions, and because that respects the feminine energy, because that brings it into fruition, and to be mindful when we create, right? And how there's a relationship there. And mastering that relationship is what creates harmony, right? Yay. So we got that far, and then we just pulled your first card for your reading, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And this person, oh my god, this autofocus. Oh, there we go. Seven of Pentacles is like, I built something, I put a lot of energy into intending something, right? So now we're passing off from the masculine principle of intention and vision to the feminine principle. The feminine principle being represented by this green blobbiest creature that is taking these pentacles and nurturing and bringing them into fruition. Yay, it's the feminine green blob. See, it's making things. This fucking weird ass plant that's just like spitting out all sorts of hot shit for you. So, but what you plant, what your intentions are, make all the difference to what comes out of that plant. If you shit in that plant or on the plant, it will make 20 times the amount of shit back to you. So that is being aware of creation, right? What's motivating this? Well, what's motivating this is the next step, which is the Nine of Pentacles. You really want to create a sense of structure and beauty in everything that you're doing. Message from the highest self is the Three of Cups. Your message is, I want to celebrate. Have a good time. Come on. God, a lot of pentacles here. Well, Taurus likes that cash money. Subconscious. Creating balance with your resources. How much you're giving. How much you're getting. Interesting. Two of Cups in the recent past. Let's move these doggies over here. Upcoming. Your attitude. Your environment. Not feeling a lot of possibilities. Your greatest hopes and greatest fears is that you're going to have to walk away from something that you invested in. But whatever you're going through, this is karmic. You're going to have, you know, the truth always comes out. The truth is always reviewed, no matter how much bullshit we create, right? So we go through our lives, we play out this whole narrative, this whole story, and then judgment comes, and we're asked to look at what we did, what we created, and take responsibility for it, right? Nature of the reading is Seven of Pentacles. This is your personal vision. This is perseverance. This is sticking with something, profiting from something, reward, or some sort of investment. So you're gaining something for sticking with something and sticking through something. Or you want your reward. You want the fruit of your labors and your efforts. And this is motivated by the Nine of Pentacles. This is your desire to be self-sufficient and culminate all your resources to create a sense of balance for yourself. So you really want to create that foundation for yourself right here. This is like the ultimate Taurus card, right? Look at that. It's like the bounty, the beauty, right? Oh, I got a little spider hanging out of me. You want to create the bounty, the beauty. It looks like you've already really invested in something because you have the Two of Cups here. So this is, you know, most likely love for a lot of you. But it's some kind of partnership of sharing. You've had some kind of relationship or relationship dynamic where there's sharing involved. And you really want the fruits of that, you know? So again, this is all about intention and what you're putting in, right? So whatever seeds you've planted is what you're going to get back out of this, right? So material world's kind of freaky in the sense that, you know, you can plant really nasty and ugly seeds and you'll have to express them, you know, or you'll have to kind of reap them. Yeah. Hi, Taylor. How are you? yeah, I just pulled the little spider web and I was going to put it up to the screen, but then I thought, you know, I didn't really get an artist release from the spider, so I don't know if you'd like that very much. So anyway, so you really want to reap the fruits of your labors. There is some sort of partnership, some sort of emotional sharing. You really want to reap the rewards out of that. Let's see what your greatest, highest spiritual message is from your highest self, your angelic divine self. Your angelic divine self that knows all that's best for you is recommending the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is this message is changing your views from really looking at that other, right, the partner, the person that you're creating with, and instead of looking to them for them to create something for you, you know, or having that expectation, it's really changing your direction and looking at creativity and community and friendship and cultivating that spirit of what you want back in your own life, right? So instead of thinking, okay, I've got a partnership with somebody, maybe it's a business partner, maybe it's a lover, maybe it's a friendship, and I put so much work into it, now they should give something back to me. Instead, you know, that just kind of like puts out this energy of expectation or kind of a darker expression of energy, right? So what we want to do instead is just turn our energy towards our own creativity, you know, creating a sense of community and warmth and goodness, and emanating that from within inside of ourselves. So this is your message from your highest divine self. Okay, what's all motivating this subconsciously in the unknown realms? This is what you're not aware of, but what's really driving the forces. And that this is, you know, a part of you deep inside that really wants to learn to balance your resources, right? So this could be, I've been putting a little bit too much out, trying to create this connection or making it what I want, you know, maybe in a kind of subconsciously, even manipulatively a little bit, you know, if I just do this, if I just do that, things will come my way. But that's going to pull things out of balance, right? We got to keep ourselves, you know, we don't want to spend too much money. We don't want to, you know, give too much of ourselves to other people with an expectation of love. What we want to do instead is we want to be a living embodiment of that celebration that we would love to have from someone else. And as we cultivate that and really emanate that frequency, you know, that's what will be drawn back to us, right? Without expectation, without putting it on someone else, right? Upcoming, we have the Seven of Swords. Near future, this can represent a lot of different things. But, you know, I would say that this is, it can be two things. It can be either somebody coming into your life with this type of energy, or this could be yourself, and depending on what resonates for you, that's going to be more up to you to figure out what that means. This is somebody who's sometimes in love with their own mental forces, their own mind, their own views, right? This can also be some sort of deception or getting away with something, you know? And so I would say here, you know, it's just a little bit of a warning to be very conscious and mindful that when you're investing in things, you know, this is all about partnership, right? This is all about consensus between two people, right? And if we get too wrapped up in, you know, trying to create this kind of energy or fulfillment through manipulative purposes or through, I mean, I guess that's what says what it is, you know, that it's a kind of a path to ruin because it really breaks the bond of partnership and creativity. So we have to be mindful of that. Like I said, though, this could also be a warning to look out for somebody who's really in love with themselves, you know, too focused on, you know, who's in love with their own ideas, right? Those swords are like the mind, right? Here he is like, oh, I just love myself. Look at all these great ideas I have, and I'm only looking at those. I'm not really considering you, right? So I think for some people it's going to be one or the other. Just be mindful of that. You know, this could be somebody who's going to keep you from really reaping the fruits that you want. Also, you need partnership with somebody who understands and wants to be in balance with you about it. So be mindful of that. Attitude in the situation, Ace of Cups in reverse. I mean, this can be a feeling that, you know, this whatever this emotional connection is, or whatever this deeper meaning that you're looking for is never going to show up. And you know, it's just really being mindful of our attitudes and our emotions around moving forward. I just went through this big thing where my business partner left, and I was kind of pissed off, frankly, but I had to really, really get my mind straight. I had to not think about what happened. I had to solely think about, okay, now what am I going to do? How am I going to respond to the situation? And really focus on my brand and my new website, and, you know, give me an opportunity to think about what I really do, what I don't really do, and really turn it into a positive, right? But as soon as I slipped back emotionally into this loss or the past or any of that stuff, even though it was really fresh, it was just completely, it was like throwing a brick in someone's face, you know. It just demolished me, you know. And so this is, to me, it's just a message to remind yourself that if you see yourself looking backward, it's not time for that at all. It's springtime. You're a Taurus. It's time to move forward. Taurus on the shadow side can kind of sulk in resentment sometimes. So it's really, really important not to be like, you know, if somebody's not giving you what they want, it's really important to then tune into this message that we had from your highest self or your divine expression, which is celebration, really creating your own sense of creativity and community and keeping focused there. Look at that vibe. Isn't that a good vibe? That's where we want to be, right? We don't want to be in, oh, well, you know, that wasn't fair, and, you know, it wasn't, you know, the way it should be. You know, this is like, fuck everything. I'm going to go out. I want to, you know, get dressed up. Taurus knows how to dress. I'm going to get dressed up. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to start creating my reality, you know, and, you know, I'm going to create my community. I'm going to create goodness. I mean, this is, you know, one way you could kind of look at this message. It's like, invite friends over for game night, right? And believe me, that's not water in those 3 cups, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is just a reminder, right? This is your environment, the world around you. Maybe not as many possibilities as you're hoping for right now. Maybe not as many opportunities. So again, like I said, it's about creating them. You may feel somewhat limited in your environment or what's coming your way. So, you know, the world upright can be a sense of completion, right? Or culmination in a situation. The world in reverse can be something not having a sense of completion to it, you know? So again, another reminder that, you know, not to look into the past, you know. I mean, there could be some sense of closure that needs to happen here. I mean, for some people, this could be somebody who's just really self-centered, focusing on themselves. You've been trying to create with them. You really want this sense of fulfillment, fruition to come out of it, but they're too wrapped up in themselves. So time to kind of close the door on that, right? And not to focus on spilt water, right? But to focus on community and celebration. That can be this line for some people. Greatest hopes and greatest fears. It's the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is somebody who's spent a lot of time kind of building something, right? See all these cups that are full? But he kind of takes the last one and walks off and abandons what's created. And you've got the moon up there that shows that there's a kind of a mellow kind of energy. Swati's back. Hey, Swati, how are you? Dude, my computer took a dump. My computer just completely bailed on me. So I had to come back. Thanks for coming back. Tori in part 2. So this could be this fear, you know, of walking away from something after investing a lot into it. But I like the Judgment card here at the end because it's showing that, you know, whatever is true in regards to the situation will ultimately be balanced, right? Like, if you were good to yourself, if you honored the situation, you know, you'll finally bear kind of the effort that you put into it, you know? So I mean, you can read this many different ways for many different people, but I think in general, it's like I put a lot into something, right? I really want my ultimate Taurian fashion vibe. Look at this. This is like Taurus masterpiece. Like, I've got a fucking bird on me. There's flowers. Look at this awesome dress I just bought from Dulce and Gabbana or something. I got fucking trees everywhere. There's just money and grapes and shit flying everywhere. Like, this is like, give me my Taurus, right? It's like, bitch, give me my Taurus, right? But someone's like kind of too wrapped up in themselves, you know? Your highest self is like saying, don't focus on that person, focus on creating community and celebration. Subconsciously, you're like, I really need to create balance here. I've been giving too much of myself. You're like, this water's falling out of the cup. I don't like it. I need to have some sense of completion with this. I don't want to walk away. Doesn't sound great, but judgment's like, dude, it's all good, dude. You're going to be rocking. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully that's helpful, but I mean, I just think this is what it's all about. What we doing here. You know, I mean, this tells the story, but I'm just like going to just do this because like, it's not what's important, right? I'm going to show you what's important here. All this is just like me. Okay. What's important is these two guys, right? So nature of the reading, 3 of Cups. This is your message from your highest self, right? So understanding creation, how it works, right? So, you know, there's basically, the mind has one channel, our reality has one tone, right? So it's like the idea of like fighting for love, right? Does that work? No. Fucking for virginity doesn't work, right? And so we have to be mindful that whatever the single tone is that we're choosing to manifest is what it is, right? So, you know, yeah, all this stuff happened, but if we really want to create that sense of fruition and beauty in our lives, then we have to live and be that, right? So here's you and your girlfriends, you and your boyfriends, 2 girls, 1 guy, 1 girl, 1 boy, I don't know, whatever, right? But, you know, it's a sense of community, a sense of celebration, understanding that creation is what you intend, and that the masculine intention is what impregnates the feminine energy, to be respectful of that, right? So be really aware of what you intend and the seeds that you plant, because you'll have to live with that eventually, right? So no time to look in the past. Call your friends, get a game, go out for some drink, dance around, create the sense of community and love that you want, you know? I mean, who else is going to do it? Yay. All right, well, I did it. I did it, Taurus, and I'm not in focus either. Come in focus. Come in focus. Oh, there we go. Yay. All right, well, that's it for Street Level Hanging with Taurus, Part 2. I'm going to do Street Level live soon, so if you guys want to check that out, that's where I actually do readings for people. Swati inspired me to get back on it. So subscribe for that if you want to hang out. And Sims packs, dude, my daughter dominates the Sims. Are you building like cool like little zones and stuff? Yeah, I'm happy to do it. What I'll do is I'm gonna Swati, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna log off to quit the video here real quick, and then I'm gonna log back on, so just check